Hello, Shamneen. Welcome to your deck review. For those of you joining us for the first time, this is where I, Jonathan Malthound, review your PP very responsibly. Your PP being your premise and your practicum. Your premise is the idea of your deck, your practicum is the cards you picked, and whether or not they help you achieve that idea. We are doing Cecily with a fucking D&D party to do the full Stranger Things reference, which is very cute. I have read your primer. Let me look through again. Oh, sorry. I read your primer in the Google form, not this PhD thesis. These guys suck. I will hear nothing else about it. We will not cut them because you love them, and that is the most important thing in the world. We want to keep it bracket 2. We totally can. We want to get 11 cards in hand by turn 6. Okay. Getting to 11 still takes too long. The spells I freecast are strong, but none of them are game-ending on their own. I can't seem to find better options, but I really need some. Here's the problem. You're likely not going to get a game-ending spell. That's the issue, is there are so many ways to freecast things. We just don't have, like, 8 mana spells that just say you win that aren't game changers. The closest one is Expropriate, which is a game changer. So you can do things. We can do things that are pretty powerful, but it's probably going to take 2 to 3 haymakers before you really start to close this game up. Now, you mentioned Gutter Snipe. Don't love that. You want to kill people with spells. That's also going to be really tough. As you mentioned in this primer, there are very few spells that kill people that aren't X spells. The spells that kill people are normally Crackle with Power, X spell, Torment of Hailfire, X spell. So, what could we do that might kill somebody? Because the problem is most of the good ways to do it make tokens. I just looked at another deck that was trying to do a very similar thing. The good things that'll do it are like, hey, guess what? I make a giant token because I cast a big spell. And you seem to be lamenting. The only other spells I found that come close to doing it are Rise of the Dark Realms and Army of the Damned, but they kill people next turn, not immediately, and with creatures. Everything else is just bad burn spells. So, we can make a version of this deck that is bracket 2. The dream you are describing is bracket 3. Describing, I want to play my commander on curve, and because I have played a setup piece, I want my commander to translate into an immediate game win off of 1 instant or sorcery. That is not a totally unreasonable desire. That is a bracket 3 desire. That is I would like to free cast, Expropriate, and take a bunch of additional turns and somehow spin into like a combo win from there. It's just not, like, bracket 2 is very much, I kill you at sorcery speed with creatures. I do a really big thing, and it gets me a really big guy, or it gets me some other really big value that will kill you on the next turn. So if you really, really want this deck to kill the turn you trigger 11, you are talking about bracket 3 combo. Just from an idea standpoint. We can definitely improve your draw. Rest of the party is not going to be effective. Fuck these guys. They are here as cheerleaders. That's great. Morale is very important. Let them be pet cards. That's okay. Have I missed high CMC spells? Probably. We'll see. If there's no other good high CMC spell, should I lean harder on spell copying and include those bad burn spells? If you hate the idea of winning with creatures, yes. Most of the ways that we are going to translate this into a game win at bracket 2 is going to be big spell, make big creature, make yummy yummy. If that does not work for you, we will have to set up some pie in the sky, shoots and ladders gambit by which you copy Soren's Vengeance 4 times. Oh, and then we're ignoring Friends Forever. Real of you. So, free casting. Doesn't do anything. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like, it hopes that you get another spell that does something. Doesn't do anything. Does something slow. Board wipes. Sucks, but you love it. Doesn't do anything. You hope that it hits something that does something. Doesn't do anything. You hope that it hits something that does something. Board wipes. Doesn't do anything. Does something, but does creatures at sorcery speed, which we're mad at. Board wipes. So yeah, we have a big dearth of what is a big instant or sorcery we could cast that would matter. And we hate creatures. This would be very easy if you did not hate creatures, because it would be like, ooh, breach the multiverse. Ooh, blatant thievery. Like there's... Like, oh man, if you did blatant thievery and then mnemonic deluge blatant thievery, come on! Come on! Where's the joy? Yes, dude. So there's probably very few non-X spells that do what you want them to do, which is make people lose the game on the spot. For party tools, yeah, sure, whatever. Those are sick arts, very sick arts. A bit of damage is needed. Don't love Niv Mizzet. I don't think we're going to be casting... Well, we could be casting a million. We're going to have a ton of cards in hand. I like summoning Shark Typhoon. No, but it looks dope. No. I don't think we're going to be storming off. Pay 0. Get 1 free. Very cute and greedy. Perfect bracket 2 card. Very cute, yeah. This one's kind of hard because it's when you next cast, which means for this to work with our commander, we have to get to 12 cards in, or we have to get to 11 on main phase 1, cast this, then get back up to 11, versus something like Twin Cast. If we just have this in our hand, we get the 11 trigger, we cast this, then we're good. Because this has to, we can't cast this once the free thing is on the stack. Prodigy's fine, but it's gonna double... I mean, double triggering 11 draws more cards, so sure, yeah. Terrible, but he's cute. Sure, really bad card. If you don't love this card as a pet card, I've tried to use this card in many Izzet decks. It's not good. Greedy, greedy, greedy. This one I think has the same problem where we have to like get to 11, then cast this main phase 1 to go down to 10, and then draw up to 11. But if we fix the card draw enough, I'm sure it's fine. Greedy, greedy, greedy. No, this sucks. Because 11's thing is not casting or copying, right? Like you want, if a creature attacking does something, double that. Versus this only affects, like this can only affect the other 7 cards in this category. It can't affect, or it could affect Shark Typhoon too. I'm not convinced that's good enough if we're having other problems. All right, getting to 11. Nope, nope. Or technically, not really. Nope, nope. The opposite, the opposite. This makes you go down cards. You cast Faithless Looting, and you have fewer cards in hand than before you cast Faithless Looting. Same shit, what are you doing? Sorry. This isn't a roast, I'm sorry. And then we do Opt, Ponder, Preordain. Same thing. Robe of the Archmage, deal combat damage. Our commander can only deal 3, doesn't have evasion. Alright. So... problem number 1 can be fixed if we just tear up this whole getting to 11 section. You have built your getting to 11 section like you are a spell slinger. That is not true. You are a card toucher. That's it. Very different things. So, and you don't have to go bracket 3 for this. Meet Bob. Meet Bob, and you're going to meet Bob's 18 million clones. There is also Keen Duelist. Please, Scryfall, I'm doing something. There is also Darkstar Augur. There is also Phyrexian Arena. There is also Sinister Gnarlbark. There is also Requiem Monolith. There is also Palantir of Orthanc. You super can ponder your orbs. But there are a ton of card draw engines that you can play between turns 2 and 3 before you curve out into 11 that will just make you pick up one extra card every turn. And I think that starts the chain. If you Offspring Darkstar Augur, you get 2 extra cards every turn. And this is like, is it great? No. Does it get you to 11 on turn 6? Every fucking game. What you also want, you only want things that go card positive. When I say card positive, it means when the spell is done, you have more cards in your hand than before you cast it. So Brainstorm, you have just as many. Opt, you have just as many. Ponder, just as many. Preordain, just as many. Promise of Power, good. Expensive, gets you 5. Fuck yeah. Flame of Anor, gets you 1. Not terrible, does something. Archmage's Charm gets you 1. These guys, this is, I think, EDH Rec Brainworms, where you're like, oh, I'm casting spells. Got a Wizard Money Gang. I gotta have Archmage Emeritus. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need Bob. Depending on your willingness and availability to proxy, you can also do... God, I love Buster Sword. Gods above. Gods above, I love Buster Sword. Turns your commander into a 6/7. Yes! Yes, you get to do this at people while you crash your commander into them. So if we just... Like, let's go fully into surgery. I'm also not in love with cost reduction. The other stuff I'm going to cut from here. I don't love cost reduction because you have a ton of really expensive spells. Cost reduction is best when you want to chain together a bunch of 2-mana spells. We don't ever want to do that. You have a ton of 2s, but a lot of them's like it's set up in ramp. It's not instants and sorceries we're going to chain together. You want just like, hey, I need more mana. I love my boy Nif Glizzy. Don't care about those 2. Don't care about Thrill of Possibility. Flame of Anor is fine. We have wizards. So we have... Let me show you this fucking awesome shit. You can just drag and drop from Scryfall. Then there's also Parker Luck. Come on. Any day now. Any day now, you got it. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do it. That's what I'm talking about. And then the other stuff we would want, how do we go really card positive? And for you going really card positive, we need it to happen by turn 5, so we probably have at least 5 mana to spend. Memories Returning gets us 3. Sick. Love it. Stock Up only nets us up 1, but it lets us go pretty deep to net up that 1, which I do enjoy. Else could we do? We do Lorien Revealed. A little bit of land fixing. And then what do we have that's going to be like a big spell that does a big cool thing? I'm going to do Bribery because, again, if you really don't want this to be creatures at all, we're talking about go to bracket 3, go to Expropriate, get an associated combo that you're doing with the deck. Because that is, I play my commander, then I win from hand. I think that's like in the bracket notes as an example of what happens at bracket 3. So what are other big, stupid spells that I love? Oh, right, I mentioned Blatant Thievery. Elminster Simulacrum. I'll do this Gear Hulk because it could let me draw a ton, or I could tell people, hey, I'm going to mill like 20 mana value. Do you want me to mill that? Do you? How many lands do I have? 35. Not totally unreasonable. I have a ton of draw. I'll probably hit that. And then, God, because I love cloning things, I'm going to put Realm Sketching in. Probably add like one or two more lands. I'm not an animal. 4 more cards. Let's get some more removal or interaction. What if I invoked all over your wins? I'm probably not putting in enough burst draw, so Otag, burst draw, Commander Grixis. Definitely don't want to discard my hand. I probably won't be set up for Treasure Cruise because I'm not going to be like discarding a ton of things. Ah, draw 3, lose 3. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Siphon Mind. We have Lorien revealed. I'm not recommending ad nauseum to you. Truths, 3 mana, draw 3 in this deck. Okay, we have 100. Let's see if it goes any smoother. Do I have what I need? No, I have fucking Karlach. God damn it. So I mulligan this. I have Painful Truths and Darkstar Augur. I'll try to make that work. The Scalding Tarn. Do we have... What's the... Oh, what's the name of the Triumph? Hold on. Xander's Lounge? Yeah, we do. Great. Look at us. I do control an island or a swamp. Look at me. Land, Painful Truths, all 3 colors, draw 3. Lightning Bolt, get the fuck out of here. Where's my fucking land, dog? I play normal Darkstar Augur like a chump. I was really hoping I hit a land drop to Offspring Darkstar Augur. Alright, so on upkeep, reveal, get a land. God damn it. They hate you. They don't want you to win. Alright, then we're going to have to discard. I think it's going to be the Hulk. Unfortunately. So next turn, we take 4 from our Darkstar Augur. I'm not tracking that, because I don't want to. So turn 6. Draw 5 cards. Please say this is 11 or more. Thank you, it's 11 or more. I swing. I draw a card. I free cast Monodic Deluge. I don't know how to pronounce that. Targeting Promise of Power. I make 3 12/12s with flying. You're there, bro. You're there. It's the... I think spiritually the issue we're having is in bracket 2, the way you convert expensive instants and sorceries to a game win is by turning them into a creature. Or you have to use an X spell, which this deck can't. So the closest way, if you really wanted to use an X spell, is I would hyper focus on cards like Brass's Bounty. I'm going to sound like a crackhead while I do this, but I would hyper focus on cards like Brass's Bounty. I would load up on really expensive ramp pieces like Thrawn Dynamo. And then I would have more things like Mnemonic Deluge. And I would be like, I have to draw Brass's Bounty, recast Brass's Bounty over and over, and then crackle with power. Even that, it's not going to win the turn you do it. It's going to take multiple turns of setup because, again, that's kind of how bracket 2 do. But that is a way you could make it happen where it's not going to be creature-based. Now, your D&D party, probably never going to matter. Actually, fuck, ironically, hold on. Where's the let me go back to your version of the deck. Where's the D&D party? I duplicated you. Hold on. I have you over here. You can't escape me. The party, Gale still sucks, but if you're turning your big spells into creatures, hey, Karlach matters because extra combats matter. If you're turning your big spells into big creatures, Shadowheart matters because she sacks them to draw you 1,000,000 cards. Like it's right there in front of you, dog. I believe in you. But those are the paths before you. And whichever path you take, you can fix, like, get out of here, dog. Whichever path you take, you can fix a ton of the get to 11 issues with all of these just one-off, like, hey, every turn give me a new card. Every turn give me a new card. Or I'm going to spend 5 mana and go up 2 cards or more. Right? Like 5 mana, draw 3 or more. Or those 3 mana, draw 3s we put in. Then you're there. So I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope this helped.